We're all back together after replacing the belts. If the tension is not right, these belts will burn out in no time. So part of the problem of having too big a tractor on it was the fact that it's overpowered. I've got new belts, they've come pretty quick. So I'm going to slacken the adjuster, the spring tensioner adjuster off, and then this pulley will be free to move backwards. Get the belts on, then put some tension on this, and away to go. The book just says to put your hand on the belts and feel a bit of give in them. It doesn't give any height adjustment on this. I thought there might be a height adjustment on that given in the book for the amount of spring tension, but no, it's just saying put the belts on, and then you just got to have a bit of give in the belts with your hand through the gap wherever that is. But anyway, I can do it with the guard off. So I've slackened the tensioner off all the way now, and it's allowed the pulley to move backwards now so I can get the belts on. So the first one's on. It almost goes on by hand, but you may just have to rotate that pulley just to get it to sort of pull itself into place, but just be careful you don't nick the belt and watch out for sharp edges on these pulleys. Right, I've got all four on now, and when you replace the belts you've got to replace all four. It will not work unless you replace all four, because you will not get any tension correctly on odd belts. All new belts, four of them. So wind that adjuster now until you just get that bit of movement in those belts. So I've tightened it up and I've almost gone all the way on that adjuster. So that's the amount of movement I've got. I know the far belt is the last one to come tight. They don't all tighten up together because it must be pulling at an angle. Obviously if you've got the right belts and you're not getting the tension, you've got a collapsed bearing either there or there. Right, guards back on, and my tension, I'm slightly concerned the fact that I've almost used all the tension on there, but the belts have got that bit of movement in them. Obviously if you over tighten the belts, not only will you knacker the belts, you could knacker the bearings, so it's important to have it right. So just have that bit of movement in the belts when you put your hand in there. Anyway, it'll stretch a little bit, and I guess this tension is going to rise then when it takes up that tension, but there's nowhere else for it to go now. I've got it tensioned up correctly, so that's as good as it gets. It's a good basic little mower, very easy to work on and replace the belts.